In this episode, we are going to talk about a problem which is majorly specific to females. If you have anemia or low hemoglobin या खून की कमी है, then keep on watching this video because I am going to give you all the solutions for that today. Hi everyone, my name is Manisha Mehta. I'm your own clinical dietitian and sports nutritionist, and you are on my channel Renourish with Manisha. We are trying here to make fitness easy for foodies. Anemia is one of the major issues that girls face in our country and in our world. So if I give you a few numbers, 1 in every 2 girls has anemia. And if I talk about the world numbers, 1 out of every 10 girls have anemia. There are 2 common forms of anemia which are found majorly in girls. One is iron deficiency, which is hemoglobin deficiency. Second is vitamin B12 deficiency. In this video, we are going to talk about the hemoglobin deficiency or the iron deficiency. In a healthy female, normal hemoglobin levels are between 12 to 15.5 grams per deciliter of blood. So one easy way to find out if you have anemia is to get a blood test done. If your hemoglobin levels are below this, then you are an anemic. Now, what happens when we have less of hemoglobin or less of iron in the body? Iron is involved in numerous chemical reactions which happen in our body for our optimum health. But the major function it performs is that it becomes the core component of hemoglobin. Now, what is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is the thing which gives color to our red blood cells. So, the red color in our blood is kinda in a way because of iron. Now, what does hemoglobin do? When we breathe in, our lungs filter out oxygen from other gases, gives it to the blood, which hemoglobin takes up and takes it to the entire body. So, hemoglobin basically takes oxygen to our entire body and provides us energy. And that's why we are living. So, if you have less of hemoglobin, the first thing which will happen to you is that your energy levels are going to dip down. So you will be tired all the time. You won't feel very fresh all the time. You will feel exhausted if you do little of work. You will also start to pant or get breathless if you are doing some cardiovascular activities or even going up a flight of stairs. Apart from that, you will also see that your skin, your eyes will start looking paler. So these are the things that you need to look out for if you want to check if you have anemia or not. Otherwise, you always have the blood test option. Now, if you check Google, you will find a list of foods that you can have to increase your iron level. But I'm going to tell you 5 foods which we are having very commonly in our households, but we are not even thinking about their amazing iron content. First is very common, very tasty, but we never even think of it that way. That is dhania, pudina and amla chutney. Yes, dhania and pudina both are amazing sources of iron, and the vitamin C from amla actually increases the absorption of their iron also. In a few minutes, I am also going to share a lot of other things as well which you can do to increase your hemoglobin level apart from having high iron foods. But yes, dhania, pudina and amla chutney is not only tasty, not only a good side for your meals, not only it has a very good aroma, but it also provides you very high nutritional benefits. Second is lotus stem. Yes, this is also a very commonly used vegetable in our households, but we never even think of its iron benefits. You can dry it to make chips, or you can mix it with other vegetables to make a good vegetable curry, or if you do not like the taste of it, then pressure cook it for like 4 to 5 whistles and knead it in your dough. You won't even realize that it is there. But if you have low iron content or low hemoglobin, definitely give it a try. Third, again, very tasty option, tamarind. Yes, imli. You can have tamarind for its iron benefits also. So you can just pulp it up, or you can add it in your dal, or you can add it in your vegetables and enjoy the high iron content food. Fourth, again, something very common, and that is sesame seeds. Yes, til. That also you can just snack on or mix it in the laddus. Remember on Diwali I made these laddus? Yes, in these you can also mix some sesame, and this will be a perfect chilling winter treat. And fifth is karonde. Yes, it is a small red and white colored. It looks like grapes, but it is a vegetable. Very tangy, very amazing. Just toss it with some oil and some spices. Yes, you can add turmeric also in this. You can enjoy it as a pickle along with your vegetables, along with your meals, and it is going to be one tasty treat. Now, why I did not give you the common green leafy vegetables for the iron sources? Because it is proven that the vegetarian sources do not absorb in the terms of micronutrients really well. So there are certain things that you can do to absorb the most of your iron and other micronutrients as well from the vegetarian sources. First, have a good quantity of iron sources in your food, and that can normally happen also. So when you are having vegetables, this much of a green vegetable bunch will actually come up in a bowl after cooking, which is a very easy way of compacting all your micronutrients in one small volume. Second, do not cut on calories. I cannot say this enough. When you are not having enough calories in your food, then your micronutrient absorption is also hampered. So not only your iron, but also your other nutrients like calcium, vitamin D, vitamin A, they are also going to be affected. Third, there are some friendly nutrients to each other which actually help each other's absorption. For iron, there are vitamin C, vitamin B6, folic acid, and vitamin B12. Vitamin C you get from amla, your sour fruits, lemon. That is the reason why it is always a good option to squeeze some lemon on top of your green vegetables or adding amla in your dhania pudina and amla chutney. B6 you get from whole grains, so wheat, rice, barley, ragi, all of the grains you should be having. And vitamin B12 you get from fermented foods. So when you mix chutney in dahi and have that is actually a very good idea. Apart from that, you can also have it with fermented foods like idli or dosa. So another very easy way of enhancing the whole micronutrient composition of your meal can be that you have some pickle along with it. Not the oily ones, the lemon ones. And all the seeds like mustard seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, flax seeds, all of these seeds also have a very good content of iron. So keep on including that also in your meals. Fourth, do not have tea and coffee along with your meals. Yes, it is proven that tea and coffee both reduce the absorption of iron. So do not start your day with tea or coffee. Do not have it along with your meals. Do not have it around the workout. Now after all that, whenever you have some time left, you can have tea. That's what the plan is. You won't get time for tea. I hope this video not only gave you some insight about how iron works in our body, but also gave you some practical tips on how to increase iron levels in your body. So while you wait for next week's amazing video, I would like you to tell me how you liked this video and what are the other things that you would like to see on this channel. And I will see you next week. Till then, be a fit foodie and remember, I love you unconditionally. Bye.